We're meeting again in the biology class. Hope you all are fine. Yes? Ready for the class? 7C, ready for the biology class?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, so in the last class, see, we were talking about reproduction in plants, and in the last class, we discussed about some of the ways in which asexually the organism can reproduce. If you remember, we talked about binary fission, and what were the two organisms that we discussed in which binary fission takes place? Anyone?
Paramecium.
Yeah?
Amoeba and paramecium.
Yes, correct. We were talking about amoeba and we talked about paramecium. Yes. Now, children, today we are going to talk about another way in which, see, we were talking about fission, if you remember. And in that, we talked about binary fission. Yes. So, fission basically, if you remember, means breaking. Yes, I told you. And I also told you to write it in your notes. Fission means breaking. And in fission, we talked about two types, that is binary fission and triple fission. So binary fission talked about. Next, now we are talking about multiple fission. Can you even tell me what is the meaning of? See, first tell me what did I tell you about binary? What does the binary word binary refers to? By what does the word binary refers to?
Ma'am, breaking into.
Breaking into
Ma'am, two.
two. Yes, correct. It means breaking into two. When you have multiple, can anyone tell me the meaning of the word multiple?
Ma'am, very
And
small.
multi. If you have a multicolor pencil, what does it mean? Or multicolor dress, what does it mean?
Ma'am, many.
Many, correct. Yes. So here we saw in this case, we took two examples last time. We talked about amoeba and we talked about paramecium where two daughter cells were formed. As a result, new individuals were formed and they were two in number. We addressed them, we called them as daughter cells in both the cases in amoeba and in paramecium as well. Now today we are going to talk about the multiple fission. As you yourself said that now multiples means many. So here when we talk about multiple fission or the breaking of into many, that is what we call as multiple fission. So before we start, what we will do is, can you see a diagram on page number 137? Can you see multiple fission in plasmodium? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what you do is, just see, I'll just show it to you as the way I have written. Can you see? I've written it here. So the same way as I've written on the diagram, because see, you will get confused. This text is something else and the diagram is something else. They are not relatable. So here on the top, just write down the heading, multiple fission in plasmodium. I'm writing it here. Please copy it down. Multiple fission in multiple fission in plasmodium. Please write down with a pencil. Just above the diagram as I have shown you. Written, children? Have you written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see, if you remember, the in the last classes what we did is when the breaking takes place, what divides first from the cell? What divides first? Quickly, come on. These answers are very like these questions and answers are very obvious. Come on, tell me what divides first?
Ma'am, nucleus.
Nucleus, and then
Cytoplasm.
cytoplasm. Correct. Now, there it divided into two. Now, supposing we have taken a cell, as I told you, what is this? If it is a cell,
Ma'am, membrane.
Loud. Come on, tell me, what is this? What is this? The outer area, the membrane. That is the cell membrane. And this one, what is this?
Ma'am, nucleus.
What is it, 7C?
Ma'am, nucleus.
Yes, correct. It is the nucleus. And here, this liquid, what is this?
Ma'am, cytoplasm. Ma'am, cytoplasm.
Yes, it is the cytoplasm. Fine. Now, if we talk in about the plasmodium cell, now see, since like we discussed about amoeba and perimecium, the same way, plasmodium is also a single cell organism. It is a very lower organism. There you do not see proper reproductive system, as the body is made up of only one cell, that is single celled organism. So here also the mean of reproduction is asexual, yes, and in that, which one? That is multiple fission. Now here you see that this nucleus is going to divide into two. So in the second case, now why I have shown this? So that you remember and recall what we did in the last class. Fine. So I'm removing it out so that you see it step by step. So here we see that in the second case, raw diagram we see one nucleus, it divides into, quickly,
2.
So we see here two nucleus, yes, one here and one here. Now this you see is going to double. Now this 2 is going to divide into, 2 is going to divide into, double. I'm saying double, children. Come on.
Ma'am, 4.
Yes. So here, how many nuclei should I make in this? Tell me quickly.
Ma'am, 4.
4. Yes. Then next stage. Come on. Who will tell? What about the next stage? How many now? 4 and
Ma'am, 8.
2? 8. Yes. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fine. So many times you see that many times 1 into 2, then 2 into 4, 4 into 8, like that many times the division is taking place, and then you see that a wall is developed around the nucleus. Now when it is going to break up, the membrane is going to burst, and when they will be released, they will be released as individual daughter what? Daughter what?
Plasmodium.
So you will see that here in the next case, when the cell membrane is going to burst, there will be how many daughter plasmodium cell? How many?
Multiple.
Yes,
Multiple.
multiple. So you see that all these 8, they will develop a membrane around themselves, and when they are released, so you will find. So from one cell, single cell, how many are formed later? From single cell, how many are formed?
Multiple.
Yes, many are formed, multiple times the division has taken place, 8 you see, and this is how the multiple fission, that means you can say many individuals are formed at one time. Fine. So this type of reproduction we refer to as multiple fission. Till date, till the last class we were talking about binary fission, which resulted into the formation of 2 new individuals. Now here you see that many of the time the nucleus divide and it results into the formation of many daughter cells. Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Fine. So this is about fission, binary fission and multiple fission. Fine. Now next is spore formation. Spore formation, this is another type or another way in which organisms can asexually reproduce. Fine. So basically this type of division, children, or this type of reproduction, asexual reproduction, you will be observed in fungi. Do you have any idea about fungi? What is a fungus? What do you call fungus in Hindi? एनी आइडिया फंगस हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं फंगस को?
Ma'am,
बेटा प्लीज टेल अगेन, आई वाज अनएबल टू हियर योर वॉइस, इट वाज नॉट क्लियर. यस
ma'am, Kai.
hmm?
Ma'am, Kavaks.
What are you? No,
Ma'am,
it's not
Papundi.
kai. Yes, papundi is the correct answer. It's not kai, it is papundi. What is kai in English? It is algae. Okay, and papundi is the correct answer. Fungus is papundi. Fine. So okay, now just try to imagine that sometimes what happen, your mama, supposing she or you go out of station, all of a sudden if you have to leave and some of the food you left in the box like that, okay, you did not keep it in the fridge or you did not throw it, you just forgot. If a piece of bread is there, it kept lying in a box, it was closed and you left and you came back after some time, and basically when it is monsoon, that is the best time for the growth of these organisms. So what do you observe? अगर एक डब्बे में रोटी रख के या ब्रेड रख के भूल गए हैं, बंद करके रख दिया, and then you open it after a long time, what happens? What do you see? This is not a technical question. This is something which maybe you have observed. Obvious. Sometimes it happens. So what do you observe? What happens to that roti or to that piece of bread? What does happen? Anyone? 7C, quickly.
Ma'am, a mold.
Yeah. Yes. You see some black colored powdery substance, isn't it? And you see some cotton like structure. Yes or no?
Hello, teachers kindly know for all the teachers who are teaching.
Yes, children. Sorry for the interruption. There was some information. So, yes, that you see some powdery, black powdery structure, and it is somewhat cottony. It looks like cotton. It looks like actually like black cotton. Yes. So that is actually the fungus. And if you take a part of it and you observe it under the microscope, do you have an idea what is a microscope? Microscope. Class 7C, have you decided that you are not going to speak up? Please tell me clearly so that I stop with the class. I'll forward the same information to father and I'll stop then. Do you know what is a microscope? Have you ever seen it?
Yes, ma'am.
So why there is late reply? What do you think that you don't need to tell? You don't need to reply. If this is the case from now onwards, I'm going to stop there and then, and I'm going to forward the same information to father then. Very bad. If you don't say yes or no, how are we going to understand whether you are listening, you are understanding or not? You are not physically present here. So your yes or no means a lot for us. Please try to understand that. Okay, yes. Come on. Now tell me. that have you seen a microscope? It is a device which is used to see the small objects which you cannot see with your naked eyes. Fine. So this, if you observe that powder or that powdery substance under the microscope, you will be able to see life under that. You will be able to see fungus under that. Yes, and on the bread, since it develops on bread, that is why it is called bread mold. And the scientific name for it is rhizopus. So here you see in this organism, why was I telling you the whole story? Because in these organisms, basically you see this method of reproduction, asexual reproduction, and that is spore formation. Very small structures are present, they are formed, and they just keep lying in the air everywhere, here and there. Fine. And when they get the suitable condition, and they are covered with a very tough or thick wall, you can say, which does not let them destroy, even if the conditions are very unfavorable. Fine. They just keep lying like that, and when the conditions are favorable for them, for the growth of the fungus, when like it is monsoon, rains or like that, then they settle and they develop again into a new plant. Fine. So this is the method which is used by the fungus for reproduction, that is spore formation. I'll just read it out for you. Spore germinates and develops a long tube-like cells which are called hypha. Now you have to remember that these cells are called hypha, the tube-like structures, and they only come out when the conditions are favorable for growth. Fine. So, and what are the conditions? Of course, the temperature, it should be proper, it should be like optimum temperature should be there, and then of course the availability of nutrients. They should have proper nutrients for their development. Okay. So now these sporangium, if we discuss about the other thing, that is a sporangium, these are the bag-like structures in which the spores are present. Spores are present in the sporangium. Yes, and these sporangium, when they burst, the spores are released. Fine, children? Again,
Yes, ma'am.
waiting for your yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is about the spore formation. Then please underline in the second, take your pencil in your hand. In the second paragraph, please underline spore formation is the common method of reproduction among fungi and bacteria, as I've just told. Please underline that. Okay, so I'll just show it to you on the board so that you can understand it clearly. Yes, please see, this is, it is somewhat like this. You have a nucleus, fine? It is this. So this is the wall, this is the hard protective wall. Yes, and the hypha, small structure hypha, it develops and this grows later when the conditions are favorable. Fine. So the protective structure is so hard that even if the conditions are very unfavorable, still it survives. It does not die. Shall we proceed, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is budding. Third one is budding. What is bud? What is a bud? Please tell me quickly what is a bud. Have you ever heard about a bird? Not bird, but bud. B-U-D. Bud. What is a bud? Unopened flower is bud. Kali, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
basically yeast is, which is a fungus, and it is useful. Commercially also it is very useful. In that you see this method of reproduction, asexual method of reproduction, which is budding. A bud, kali jaisa structure, it develops, and this is how the formation of new individual takes place. So I'll just draw the diagram on the board. I'll tell about it, quickly understand it. This is a yeast cell. What is this? Quickly tell me what is this in the center?
Nucleus.
Yes?
Ma'am, nucleus.
Nucleus. So here you see that a bud-like structure. Now in the second case you see that a bud-like structure is formed. This nucleus it elongates. Yes? In the second case you see the bud-like structure. The nucleus also it elongates since it has to divide. And in the third case you will see a proper line formation here, and the nucleus here, and the nucleus here. So this is how a chain of bud, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and each will contain the nucleus. And as along with the time, they detach from the parent one and new individual, so that you can say a chain or a colony of yeast or yeast colony is formed. Fine, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is how we have come to the end of today's class. Before you leave, I would just like to tell you that whatever we have discussed, I have not read it line to line. So you are going to read in case you find any term or any line whose meaning is not clear, you are going to inform me on WhatsApp. Fine? So till we meet again, take care of your children or of yourself and keep reading and revising. Bye-bye, children.